Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mohit Kanyan. So today we're going to go through a number of topics. We're going to talk about some of what's happening in the market for the real estate perspective and what's new with our business, how we are doing there, and then a few other things that we're going to go through them. So I'll keep it short, not more than 10 minutes video, but we're just going to discuss a lot today. Start with our today's main topic. The number one that we wanted to discuss is what's happening with gas station, what's happening with real estate business in general, and how are things looking like with let's say the recent announcement from Bank of Canada where they have decided not to increase their interest rate. That's new news in a while, but how does it's going to impact the real estate market going forward, or blah 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 things. So the first one is the business, gas station business, how's that's doing. So compared to, I think Feb was a little slower month compared to January as well, which was expected because December was pretty good, so things kind of slows down right into the new year, which is I think most of the business experience this thing, unless you are accountant business kind of goes up in this time just because everyone is filing their taxes. But more or less business kind of slows down and then it again starts picking up, and I've already seen from last 2 weeks things are back to way better than what they were, let's say in January or December at any point. So sales are picking up. We are making some good progress on our restaurant side as well. We have started the work on SEO and some other online campaigns that we are running for our restaurant. Those things have started to show us some good results, so we're just gonna double down on that. And then other than that, gas side has been doing good, so no issues on that side. And then we have almost finalized our contract for the store improvements, which is almost, we're gonna changing a lot of things inside outside in our convenience store, kind of make it more let's say branded store compared to what we have right now. So we have finalized those things. So next week, I think a week after, there's companies coming in, we're gonna sign, we have officially signed the official contract. Now we just gotta figure out what stays, what comes in, and then the new vendor takes over eventually. The whole process is going to take up to 2 months, but after that we should be back in full flow with our new branded store, and I know with the upgrades of almost what 100,000 roughly, that's the budget they have kept for all the upgrades and the new things that we're going to do the store. So the video tour is also coming very soon. We have shot half of it, but then something happened. I didn't like the way it was going, so we kind of redo it. I was just waiting it to be let this turn on to the store completely, turn over to the branded side, and then we do the tour. But now we have decided to do what it's in current shape and how it's going to look like once we upgrade it fully. So that's going to happen. And then now let's come back to the real estate. So what's happening since I think last few weeks, real estate market has been trending pretty strong. Properties which are priced right and properties are in good location, those properties are doing amazing. They are selling within a few days on the market and way over asking price as well. So now we are back into the unconditional offer stage. Especially if you want to beat out your competition, you don't have to provide the best price, you don't have to provide the highest price, but our sellers are really looking for those unconditional offers. I'll tell you one of the example of we put our offer on a property in Kitchener. Property was listed for around 650. So I spoke to the agent, and there was only 2 other offers that we were competing with. I spoke to them, hey, because we really wanted for my client to have at least a conditional offer for 3 days. We couldn't remove the conditions, the inspection condition, because we had some doubts about the property, so we really want to make sure those things are verified. And then the agents kept saying hey, I don't worry about that, but we did ended up offering a little bit more price than they were expecting, but they didn't accept our offer. They ended up went ahead with some other offer which was unconditional, even though it was less money than what we offered them, and our condition was only 3 days. But seller wasn't willing to wait even for 3 days, just because they're like, no, we want firm deal no matter what, even if we have to take 10,000 loss in that process. So that's the mindset in the market. People really want to make sure whatever deal happens, they goes through. So they're looking for firm deals and they are willing to compromise on the money part as well. Obviously depends case to case, but this is one of the examples that happened with me, so I thought I'll share with you guys. And then other than that, the Bank of Canada has decided not to increase the rate. I think that's almost 8 to 9 meetings that they have done last year. This is the first time they have decided not to increase the rate. Obviously inflation has been pretty moderate. I think the Canadian economy in Q4 didn't grow at all. That's one of the reasons, but now the US is still increasing the rates, so I think Canada has to catch up with them, otherwise we'll start importing inflation from the US side. Canadian dollars also suffered because of this, so eventually I think in the next rate hike or maybe the after one, we probably have to increase again. again, unless the United States decided they're not going to increase any more on their end, then we kind of settle down in the market. So like, this uncertainty about the rates, I think it's going to continue for a few more months, but after that, but at least we are trending in the right direction now. Hopefully by end of the year everything settles down and we probably go back to that 3.5%, 4% interest rate, how it used to be pre-COVID. That's what we were hoping to get to that point, hopefully by this year, if not this year, early next year. So that's the interest rate, that's the real estate update. Now we're gonna move on to our next topic. So I was speaking with my friend, like he runs big businesses, multiple businesses, like the way I was trying to do it. So we're just talking about like, how do you balance between different things, be it business or just the personal life itself, how do you balance all of them? So there's few lines he said that kind of stuck with me and I wanted to share with you guys as well. So it's like, hey, the amount of success that you get in your business is directly proportional to the amount of stress, or let's say things that you can, amount of balancing act you can do between different priorities, be it your business, be it your family priorities. So as long as you maintain a healthy balance between that, your success, you're gonna get the same amount of success. The moment you are imbalanced in any one of those areas, it's gonna start appearing in your business results as well. And then the personal side you can't really quantify with the numbers, but business you can literally quantify with the percentages, amount of growth or the negative growth that you have. Those things does impact, and this is something I have believed, or let's say faced in my personal as well right now, especially when I'm trying to run two business. One is my real estate as a realtor, and then also the rental properties, and then my full-time business, which is the gas station as well. So to juggling the time between both of them is not easy, especially when I'm kind of managing the front foot, at least the finance part of both the businesses. Real estate, obviously I'm the only one, but on the business side I at least look after the finances. My wife helps with me day-to-day operations, and my other business partner looks after a few things, but I kind of manage, make sure the money, how much it comes in, how much it goes out, that kind of keeps that balances, and then figure out a way, work on the growth strategies and all that. And we have our team meetings for both the real estate business and the other business as well, where we kind of bounce off ideas and then make a decision from there and see how things are working out. But I think so the main point, like the nutshell, I think I'd gotten carried off with what I was trying to say is like your ability to handle the stress, your ability to do that balancing act ultimately will define how successful you're going to be it your business or in your personal life as well. So if someone tells you like, hey man, this is way too stressful, that's just a huge red flag for you if you are planning to work with that person, or if he's someone who can't handle that stress, that's a huge red flag. Do not go in a business partnership with that person, be it in a real estate or any other business, because you need someone who can keep their cool under those stressful situations. Because business, every day there's something new, challenge is gonna come to you, be it financially or any other way. Sometimes it's just you are short on labor and whatnot in our business. So now we are again hiring a few more because some of our employees are leaving by end of this month, and then now to figure out get someone in there, and we want to relocate that person all the way to that city in order to make that work. So that's a lot of interviews I'm doing. I'm really paying attention to these small details that I have learned from my experience, like what sort of employees I want in my business, so that way they align with my vision of where I want to take my business, be it real estate or the other ones. So these are the few things that I wanted to bring in. But yeah, just very important part again, the main thing is the real estate market has started to pick up. So if you are someone who are looking to make those investments, this is the right time. Reach out to your agent or any other person whomsoever you want to discuss these things, but this is the right time to make move. Otherwise prices have started to go up. Prices that you had last year are no longer available in today's market. There's some deals here and there, but you just gotta be very consistent. Every week you gotta keep trying. If you're looking for those houses, you want to make get those deals for the below market prices, you really have to be consistently look for them, and then eventually after trying for a few weeks, if you are lucky enough, you might be able to get those under market price deal. But everything else right now, you have to pay a little bit over the asking price, and most probably go for unconditional offer as well. Thank you so much, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I think my contact information is given on my YouTube channel, or if you are connected to me through LinkedIn or Instagram, those are my two main accounts. Feel free to message me if you need to discuss anything or give me a call.